Hey guys, gyms are slowly starting to reopen, but is it safe? And more importantly, do you feel comfortable going back to the gym yet? And what about when you get to the gym, you have to wait 3 to 5 minutes for every single exercise, and when you get to use it, it's maybe covered in a pool of sweat from the person before? How about having to drive 45 minutes to an hour, getting stuck in rush hour after work to get to your gym? If none of this is sounding very appealing, I agree with you. You're going to want to watch today's video, because today I'm going to show you exactly how to build your perfect home gym, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need based on your goals and how much you're going to need to spend. So stay tuned. Hey guys, Michael Lamernick here. Today's video I'm going to show you how to build your perfect home gym based on your fitness goals. But before we get into what you're going to need, let me just say this. People have this preconceived idea that they need to go to a gym to have hundreds of different pieces of equipment available to them to be able to have a proper workout. This is completely false. You actually don't need a lot of equipment to have a proper workout. In fact, one of my previous videos, I just showed you 3 exercises done properly, body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, and variations of chin-ups, and if you do them properly, it can be an intense workout. So let me say this, unless you're the less than 1% of the population that goes to the gym frequently, several times a week, or you're competing in a competitive bodybuilding contest, you're a competitive bodybuilder, or you're an elite level power lifter, weightlifter, and you need a multitude of different machines and hundreds of pounds of dead weight, barbells and dumbbells and Olympic squat racks and things like this, you're not going to need most of this stuff. In my 20 years of working with clients, I can tell you that most training is based around specific movements, specific exercises. Pushes, pulls, variations of chest pressing, variations of rowing, and different kinds of squats. And you're not going to need elaborate equipment. So let's get to the nuts and bolts of the video, and I will show you what you're going to need based on your individual goals. So when starting to put together your home gym for the very first time, if you have no equipment, regardless of your goals, whether you're a guy or a girl, you're going to need a couple of very important specific starting points. The first thing is you're going to need a little bit of available space, and not as much as you think, for things like push-ups and planks and lying leg raises and things that you can kind of move around with. A couple of places where you can put a set of dumbbells. And that is the very first piece of equipment that I highly recommend, and I'll say they're going to be mandatory to your program. So I always suggest starting with either 2 or 3 sets of dumbbells. A light set, a middleweight set, and something a little bit heavier is going to be a little bit more strenuous, that you can do your chest exercises, your back exercises, do some squats with it. So just to give you an idea of the kind of dumbbells that are available, the ones I recommend are hexagonal shaped dumbbells. So here is one 10-pound hexagon dumbbell. Okay, so these dumbbells generally range in price anywhere from $1 to $1.50 per pound. So if you get a set of 10-pound dumbbells, I would expect to spend anywhere between $20 to $30 for a set of these, and so on. So I would recommend a set of light weights and maybe a set of heavier weights. So you could go maybe like a set of 10s and a set of 15s, or maybe a set of 5s and 10s and so forth, right? So dumbbells are definitely a must for a home gym. So depending on your personal fitness goals and your current level of fitness, the most important piece of equipment other than the dumbbells and space, I would highly recommend purchasing some form of an exercise bench. You can get them different styles. You can get a fixed bench, and basically a fixed bench, what that is just a flat bench. It only does one thing. It'll stay right where it is all the time. It only lies flat. It's kind of singular. You can't really do a whole lot with it other than flat lying exercises. I would recommend getting one where you can actually change the angle of the back, and you get into various inclines and elevations. So this one goes all the way up. You can get it up to 90 degrees. And that allows for a lot of different exercises. Flat incline, you can do shoulder exercises, shoulder presses, and back exercises as well. Today I'm not going to go over instruction on exercise, but I would highly recommend getting a bench. You can expect to spend anywhere between $100 up to about $1,000 for a really good bench. I personally wouldn't recommend spending that much. You can probably get the job done for between $200 to $500 and get something half decent that will cover all of your needs for exercise. This one also, and this is also important, you want to have a bench where you can adjust the seat pad here, so you can send that up a little bit too. There's an angle that changes as well. So again, depending on your fitness goals, if you're trying to build some muscle, the bench is a little bit of a better choice. If you don't want to get a bench, the next thing what you can do, and this is much more cost effective and it works great, it's very space efficient, is a stability ball. I have a red one here. This one is a smaller ball. I think this is a this is an 18-inch diameter stability ball. Okay, so something like this, $20, maybe $25, okay? A bigger one here, I've got a black one. This is, I think, a 22-inch diameter stability ball. It's 22 inches. They are labeled, and I can see the print, okay? And a lot of people don't know this, and it is important to know this if you're going to go buy a stability ball. You want to buy a ball depending on your height. So a taller person is going to need a bigger stability ball. A shorter person is going to need a shorter one. For most purposes, anybody between the height of 5 feet and about 6'5" will be fine on a 22-inch stability ball. So like I said, these range anywhere between $20 to $30, maybe max. They're really, really space efficient. You could take the air out of them. I wouldn't personally do that, but yeah, they're great to have in the house. You can do your bench presses, a lot of different squat exercises up on a wall with a stability ball. These are really great to have. So I highly recommend, if you're not going to get a bench, that I would definitely go with a stability ball. In addition to having dumbbells as your weight source, you could also go with barbells and put plates on the end of the barbells. The issue with that is you're going to need more space. So this is an Olympic barbell. The bar itself is 7 feet tall, so you're going to need at least 7 feet for this to travel. So the end of it it's a 2-inch diameter, and it fits 2-inch diameter plates, obviously. So a barbell like this, a 7-foot barbell, you can expect to spend anywhere between $100 to $200 for a good barbell. I personally don't recommend this for most people for home use. Dumbbells will get the job done. Here, I can show you here. These are Olympic plates. There's the 2-inch diameter hole. The weights sit on the end of the bar. So this is for Olympic weights. And then we've got also what is called standard plates. And these have the 1-inch diameter. You get a smaller barbell. If you're going to have a barbell and you don't have a lot of space, this is also a good option. They tend to be a little bit cheaper as well. The plates for the Olympic barbell set, they usually go anywhere for about $1 per pound. I'd also like to mention a few other small items that you can look into purchasing for your home gym. Come in handy, and it adds a little bit of variety. I would recommend an exercise mat of some kind. This is a little bit of a thicker one. It's a little nicer than lying on the floor for doing any of your ab and your core work. So an exercise mat's a good idea. You can also look into medicine balls, and they range in weight and in diameter. You can get really big ones, and they're relatively inexpensive as well. $20, $30, you can get a good medicine ball. Then we also have resistance bands and tubing. Small, you can tuck them into a basket. You can bring them with you when you travel. These also come in handy. There really is nothing like having your own home gym, a fully equipped gym to suit your own personal fitness goals. I've taken years to build mine, and I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I worked in a large commercial gym for nearly a decade, and spending the last decade training companies and being in different fitness centers and gyms every single week. I have my best workouts from my home gym. There's never any waiting for equipment. There's no distractions. I can put whatever music I want on. I much prefer training from my home gym without any distractions, and I highly recommend it. It's great to have. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'd like to wish you all the best of luck in putting together your perfect home gym. If you have any comments or any questions or things you'd like me to cover for a future video, please let me know. Drop them in the comments section, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my next videos. Have a great day and train hard.